And welcome everyone to Bay Sunday. I'm your host, Sydney Kuhara, and today I am joined by an amazing set of guests, including a cast member from the hit musical Avenue Q, the founder of a nonprofit online news and community media site here in the Bay Area, the best-selling author John Gray, back to talk about those men from Mars and women from Venus, and the president of the prestigious Rosenberg Foundation, celebrating 75 years of philanthropy. Before we get down to business, though, let me remind you to visit our Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube sites for Bay Sunday extras and exclusives. And let's start off our show with a little musical fare. We have actress Lisa Helmy Johansson from the musical Avenue Q, currently on its North American tour and on the stage in San Francisco right now. And welcome to Bay Sunday, Lisa.
Thanks so much.
And before we get started, let's go ahead and get a quick clip so people can kind of see what Avenue Q is all about.
We're together here on Avenue Q. We live on Avenue Q. Our friends do too. Till our dreams come true. We live on Avenue Q.
This is real life.
We live on Avenue Q.
You're gonna love it.
We live on Avenue Q.
Here's your keys.
Welcome to Avenue Q.
Well, it is real life if you live with a lot of puppets, huh?
Yes, indeed it is.
Tell us the storyline of Avenue Q.
Well, it's about a fresh-eyed college graduate, Princeton, who is a puppet character. And he has just graduated from college and moved to the city. And it's kind of about him finding his way and figuring out what he wants to do with his life and building community with the people in his neighborhood.
It's kind of the story of all 20-somethings or 30-somethings out there finding themselves.
Absolutely.
Now, your character, tell us about her. Christmas Eve, what a name.
Christmas Eve, yes. Well, she's a Japanese immigrant, and she is a therapist with no clients, is kind of her little twist there. All of the different neighbors on Avenue Q kind of all have their, little challenges that they're facing, along with Princeton. And that's Christmas Eve's, is that she's, highly educated, but has no clients and has a little bit of a language barrier as well.
But she has a neighborhood. They're all very, very close, and it's it talks about, the trials and tribulations of life.
Yeah.
Describe the origins. Where did this whole idea come from?
Well, there are three original writers, and they are brilliant. Jeff Marks, Jeff Whitty, and Bobby Lopez, and they came up with the idea together. Kind of because they experienced themselves what it's like to be a 20-something and not know what they want to do with their lives. And, well, they ended up being highly successful, brilliant writers, obviously.
But telling their story.
With a Tony Award-winning musical.
It was a great story.
Yeah, absolutely.
A lot of critics and reviewers have called this sort of Sesame Street for adults because, while you've got the puppets and those characters, it's a little racy at times.
It is.
Well, tell me
not
about
for kids.
Yeah, and then talk about some of the songs you have. The internet is for porn.
Yep.
And it sucks to be me.
Yep. And, well, so clearly, even just from a few of those song titles, it's not exactly the same as those, the kids' TV programs of yore, but we kind of pay homage to them. But it is definitely not for kids.
So what age do you think if someone's interested?
Usually we say around 13 and up is great. But it's a great date night, and it's great for people who have never seen a musical before or who are not really into, classical musicals per se, because it's very relatable.
Edgy. It's edgy,
it's a little
fun.
edgy, it's contemporary, and it's hilarious.
Okay.
It's really fun.
So, were you a fan of Sesame Street growing up?
I was, absolutely.
So this must have been fun to just kind of bring it up to an adult level, in a way?
I guess so, yeah, absolutely.
What made you want to be a part of this particular production?
Well, it's a brilliant musical, and I was auditioning in New York for the production there, and got called back for the tour, and I actually didn't see the show until the day before rehearsal started, is my confession. But I'd done, a bunch of material during callbacks and everything like that. So, one, I knew it was hysterical, even just from, the 30 to 40 pages
So you
I'd learned.
probably brought a very fresh sort of idea and take to it.
Yeah.
Well, I have to ask you, because you told me that you were born in San Francisco, but you have a very special connection to this place, because you were born a bit early.
Yeah, I was. I was a little bit of a surprise to my parents. They were visiting San Francisco. We're actually from Virginia. And I was born 2 months early, and thank goodness, because Mount Zion Hospital was here and had one of the best preemie wards in the nation, and they unquestionably saved my life. And so I am so grateful to be able to thank them because 25 years later, here I am
you
back
are
visiting
with
and able
Avenue
to
Q.
perform.
Yeah. Well, Lisa Helmy Johansen, thanks so much for joining us. And again,
Thank
Avenue
you.
Q is going to be at the Orpheum Theater in San Francisco now through February 27th. And for more information about the show and getting tickets, log on to shnsf.com. We're going to close out the segment with another clip from Avenue Q. Love this song. Everyone's a little bit racist.
A little bit racist.
Well, you're a little bit too.
We're all a little bit racist.
I think that I would have to agree with you.
We're glad you do.
It's sad, true. Everyone's a little bit racist. All right.
All right.
All right. All right. Bigotry has never been exclusively white.
If we all could just admit that we are racist a little bit, even though we all know that it's wrong, maybe it would help us
Get along.
Create the bedroom you've been dreaming about with beautiful, superbly crafted furniture from Bassett. Each piece features an 18-step finish to last a lifetime. Up to 25% off plus will pay the sales tax. Bassett's President's Day sale ends Monday.
Wow, you look important.
You could say.
So how about turning